Hello! I am updating my selection tool video because it's ancient and I know a lot more about the selection tool than I did then. So, your selection tool, you circle stuff and you can move it. But how do you move it? Well, it's simple. You press Control T and then that will let you move whatever segment you grabbed. Now the selection tool does not go through multiple layers. I'm pretty sure if you want to select multiple layers, you have to merge those layers together. So let's just go ahead and mess with this head. So to select the head, you just circle it, it's all dandy. Now to get it to move, you press Control T. You can change the size, shape, everything. To get it to stay, you press the Enter button. And then to get rid of the selection area, you double tap in the blue area. And there you go, you moved it. So there's a few other tips and tricks to the selection tool that not many people know. If you want to add to your selection, you can hold down Shift and circle whatever you want to add, and it'll add that selection. And I didn't know this when I first made the video, so that's why it's not in there. Now, if you want to get rid of some of the selection bits, you hold down Control, and then you can circle out whatever you don't want. I think it's pretty neat. And again, to get out of the selection, you double tap in the blue area. This works for tablets and mices. You just double click. It's all good. So there's a few different tools. They all work in the same way. Like you press Control T to move it and Enter to save it. And you hold down Shift to add stuff. You hold down Control to subtract stuff. My favorite tool though is this wand, this magic wand. It is a godsend. So it'll select whatever area it fills in. Like if you have gaps in the line art and stuff, it'll go through those gaps. So you got to make sure everything you want is closed. You can add to the area. You can subtract. It's great. It's pretty much the same premise as the other two. Another tool we have is this one. This one's kind of funky. It's like you draw in the red what you want to select. So if I press Control T, it'll just move that area. And if I press Enter, that's what's selected. If you go back to the Select tool, it'll have the area you colored in highlighted. I mainly use this for like really, really fine details. Now, pressing Shift and Control doesn't work the same way. To get rid of this selection, you have to go up over here to the, I don't know what it's called. It's like an eraser, basically. And then you can erase whatever you want. This pen also works with multiple different brushes. Like you can go to your airbrush and use that. You can go to custom brushes and use those too. But I don't know why you'd want to use custom brushes. It's kind of weird. But you can do a lot of cool things with it. This one, I have no clue what this one does. Maybe we can figure out what it does. Let's figure this out together. I'm switching back to my pen. What does this one do? Oh, this one just acts as an eraser too. So you can either press over here to use it as an eraser, or you can just use the actual thing that it has an eraser, I guess. Some other things in the settings up here is I'm going to go back to the normal tool. You can go to Select. You can inverse your selection. That's always fun. You can deselect. You can just double tap it in the blue area to get rid of that. Expand and contract. It just makes your selection area larger or smaller. So you just, it contracted it by 20 pixels, I think it was. if you go to transform, that's another way to transform your selection. You can just use Control T. If you go to mesh transform though, this is where it gets fun. You can warp and change all of everything that you selected. It's really fun to use sometimes. I like to use it for text and other various things. One way I like to use the wand is to color, because I don't like just using the fill bucket because it leaves spots where the line art was. So I'll go and select the outside area, and then I'll go to select and inverse it, and now I can color inside the selection area. So it's really useful tool. It's great if you know how to use it. I didn't know how to use it for the longest time. This is just stuff I've picked up from either friends or other various sources over the years. I just really wanted to update that old video because it's ancient, I know a lot more, and it's been getting a little more it's been getting some traction, so I figured I'd update it and give people more updated ways to use it. So yeah, I hope this was helpful, because I kind of know what I'm doing now. I don't know what else to say. Enjoy the video. I hope you enjoyed me fumbling around with this. If you have any comments, questions, you just comment them. I typically read all my comments and reply to them or like them or something. If you have any tutorial suggestions, I can do those too. It may just take me a little bit. I'm hopefully going to be working on some new content, but no promises there. I've been very busy with school and friendships and all that jazz, so I've kind of just been drawing and posting it on social media. I haven't been making animations or anything. I'm really active on my Instagram. If you want to get in contact with me, you can DM me there. I don't use DeviantArt much. I rarely use Twitter. Like, I just check it every week or so, every few days. But definitely Instagram is the way to get with me. And commenting on these videos, I always check the comments. I'll check it out. Check it out, man. Do your thing. I hope this helps. Have a nice day, evening, afternoon, morning, night, whatever time it is. Enjoy yourself.